Do 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 do. Bada boo, bada bing, stinging rings the Kring. Catch the wind song, spiral drive, crack the code, left and right node. I wander and I wander, tripping over grasshoppers, moon hollers, key robbers, enchanted lands, smoky hands, rough and cracked. Take this sand and stand alone, all one. I present the present, desert the desert. Exercise, bring, exorcism, cleanse. Shika shika, shika shika. That's part of one of my Kring Speak poems that I wrote. And this is my photo that I took of myself framed on the gallery wall where I'm standing in Seattle. And I call this Scare of Fiercity. Instead of fear of scarcity, it's scare of fiercity. Kind of implying or meaning that sometimes we're afraid of our own shadow, and we could easily project our own shadow onto others and use others as a scapegoat for ourselves instead of facing our own dark side, our own shadow, and taking responsibility for both the shadow and the light that we create in our lives. There's shadow and there's light, and I want to see beyond the duality. I want to see the yin and yang thing as one whole symbol of yin and yang, of dark and light. When you eat food and then you excrete it out of your body, it becomes stinky waste that you flush down the toilet. But it starts off as wonderful, beautiful, lovely food that you eat and nourishes your body and you love it, and then you have to let it go and flush it. And to me, it's a whole cycle and a whole process of birth and death, and kind of going in circles in a circular flow. And my life is very improvisational, and I sometimes beat myself up. I'm afraid of denying the dark side, but sometimes I wallow too much in the dark side, and I beat myself up for not achieving enough goals. I'm not one of those people that wants to buy a house and get married and have kids. I might want to be a mother one day, I'm not sure. I have a lot of healing and growing to do. I've had a lot of stormy relationships with men. Right now I have a man in my life that I have really great sex with, but we don't really have a full relationship. So I've had a lot of kind of stormy, interesting, passionate relationships, and I'm learning as I go. But my life seems to be improvisational, and I just make it up as I go. I work full-time as a figure model in Seattle, and I've been to Europe 4 times, and I'm going to travel some more, and I just make things up as I go. And I sometimes think it's because I'm mentally ill that I'm so chaotic, and then other times I think, no, I'm an improvisational person. Everything I do is like part of artwork for me. When I play the piano, I do much better if I can improvise. When I turn on the video camera, I have no script, and I seem to do better. You know, if I read from a script, it would be very stiff. And some of my improv monologues are better than others, but generally, I do better if I improvise. I think some people do better when they plan things out in a more logical way, and I think I'm one of those people that actually does best if I improvise and give myself room and space to make it up as I go and follow my intuition. And I'm excited about American Doll Posse, the new Tori Amos album coming out. I love her music. She keeps changing depending on what mood I'm in. My favorite albums of hers vary quite a bit. And I love Tom Petty and Neil Young and Bob Dylan and Beck and didgeridoo music from Australia. And I hope to collaborate soon with Dino Hawk from Germany with doing some music of my own, Kring Speak, Catch the Wind Song, Spiral Drive, Crack the Code, Left and Right Node, etc. Synchronicity, synchronicity. And this fall, I'm probably going to go to Norway and Holland and England and meet some friends I met online, because the name Kringen is very common in Oslo, Norway, and I want to see if I can find some distant relatives, perhaps some Vikings I'm related to. So, follow your bliss and seal it with a kiss. Mwah. Goodbye from Shannon Kringen. Namaste.